Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, A Gentle Ending to the Day with Quirky. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Every evening, when the sky begins to turn the color of warm milk tea and the last rays of sunlight stretch lazily across the living room floor, Quirky knows the day is almost over. I never taught him how to read a clock, yet somehow, he understands the rhythm of our home better than any calendar or reminder app ever could. At around 6 o'clock, just when my shoulders start to feel heavy from work and my eyes grow tired from staring at a screen, I hear it. The soft, familiar tap-tap of his paws on the hallway tiles. That sound alone is enough to change my mood. Quirky doesn't rush. He doesn't bark wildly or jump as if the world is ending. Instead, he walks toward me with gentle dignity, tail swaying like a slow metronome. His eyes are bright but calm, curious yet patient. It's as if he's asking, "Are you done being busy? Can we be together now?" When I finally close my laptop, he sits down right in front of me. Not too close, not too far, just enough to let me know he's there. His head tilts slightly, ears perked, waiting for our unspoken evening ritual to begin. First, I stretch. He stretches too. I yawn. He opens his mouth in a dramatic dog yawn, as if he had been working just as hard as I had all day. We both laugh. Well, I laugh. He wags. There is something magical about these synchronized moments. The world outside might be noisy, unpredictable, and demanding, but inside this small space, everything slows down. The ticking clock seems quieter. The air feels softer. Even my breathing changes. Sometimes I wonder what Quirky thinks about during the day. Does he replay our morning walk in his mind? Does he remember the sparrow that bravely hopped too close to him? Or is he simply living in the present moment, one breath at a time? As evening settles in, I open the window to let in a cool breeze. The curtains flutter gently, and Quirky moves closer, resting his chin on my knee. His fur is warm from his afternoon nap. When I run my fingers through it, he closes his eyes in pure contentment. This is how our days begin to end, not with noise or drama, but with quiet companionship. And somehow, that feels like the greatest gift. Dinner is simple. I prepare my meal while Quirky watches carefully from a safe distance. He knows the rules. No begging, no jumping, just quiet observation and the occasional hopeful glance. But even in the kitchen, he makes everything feel lighter. When I accidentally drop a carrot slice, he looks at me as if I have just handed him treasure. His tail wags enthusiastically, celebrating what most would consider a tiny mistake. Watching his excitement over something so small makes me smile every time. After dinner comes our short evening walk. The streets in our neighborhood are calmer at night. The air carries the scent of flowers and distant cooking. Streetlights cast golden circles on the pavement, and Quirky steps into each one like a little performer on stage. He doesn't pull on the leash. He doesn't rush ahead. Instead, he matches my pace, glancing up at me every few steps as if checking. "Are we good? Are you still here?" Sometimes we stop just to watch the sky. The colors fade from orange to purple to deep blue. Quirky sits beside me, his body pressed gently against my leg. In that moment, there is no hurry, no notifications, no deadlines, only us. When we return home, he drinks water noisily and then trots to the living room rug. That rug has become his chosen spot, the place where he curls into a soft circle, nose tucked under tail. But before he fully settles, he looks at me again. Always that look. It's not demanding. It's not impatient. It's simply full of trust. So I sit on the floor next to him. I scratch behind his ears, the place that makes his back leg thump automatically. I tell him about my day, even though he probably doesn't understand the words. "I had a long meeting today, Quirky." He blinks slowly. "I was stressed this morning." He sighs softly. "I'm better now." His tail thumps once against the rug, as if to say, "Of course you are." In these small rituals, walking, sitting, talking, I realize something important. Quirky doesn't try to fix my problems. He doesn't offer advice or solutions. He offers presence. And in a world obsessed with productivity and speed, presence is rare and precious. As the night grows deeper, I dim the lights. The room turns cozy and warm. Quirky stretches one last time and moves closer to the couch, making sure he's within reach. He doesn't want much. Just closeness. Just togetherness. just the comfort of knowing we are both safe and home. When Corky falls asleep at the end of the day, his breathing slow and steady, I often sit quietly and think about what he has taught me. In a world filled with constant notifications, endless comparison, and pressure to always do more, Corky reminds me of something simple yet powerful. Being present is enough. He doesn't measure the value of a day by achievements or productivity. For him, a good day means a walk, a warm meal, and time spent beside someone he loves. Modern life pushes us to chase success so quickly that we forget to pause. But animals like Corky show us that peace comes from small, consistent rituals, sharing space, listening deeply, and offering quiet companionship. If we want to build a kinder world between humans and animals, we must first slow down. Notice their needs. Respect their emotions. Spend real, undistracted time with them. In doing so, we also learn to treat other people with more patience and empathy. A gentle ending to the day is not a luxury. It is a necessity. And sometimes, all it takes is sitting on the floor beside a dog who loves you without conditions.